Urgent announcement by Kate Middleton precipitates abdication of King Charles without William's regency. Shocking images of King Charles of England disobeying the entire medical team that advised him not to have direct contact with anyone outside his closest circle have emerged. Today, he broke protocol after the Easter Mass held at St. George's Chapel to greet a crowd of citizens who gathered at the doors to see him and even take photographs. However, the real bombshell comes from Spanish journalist Concha Calleja, who is leaking some very harsh and delicate information about the British royal family. The latest revelation is truly horrifying. It suggests that there will be a change in the crown in 2 years, and claims that King Charles was wearing makeup today. The medical team had completely denied him this possibility due to the chaos and the majority of people, but he completely disobeyed them. We don't know if this is a sign that he is truly desperate and wants to at least leave the institution in a good light. It's unclear whether the doctors allowed him or if he made the decision himself. He made a great effort and believes that 2 or 3 days ago, he had to make a statement on Holy Thursday, which he did only by voice. This moment was highly anticipated, and he wasn't sure if he would greet the people who were cheering for him. But he did it, and I assure you that the doctors did not give him permission for this. He has been saying for days that with everything we are suffering and enduring, with the whole mystery surrounding Kate Middleton, someone in the royal family should be more visible. In this case, the head of state, and he keeps asking the doctors when he could make his first appearance. His appearance today doesn't mean he will return to his official events or public life. It is an exceptional thing that he did on a significant day, for them Easter, which is traditionally followed by a lunch together. He was not going to do it precisely because of medical advice. He is currently undergoing immunosuppressive treatment, which means he cannot contract any type of virus or infection. He has to be isolated in some way, and there is certainly no contact with the public or people because anything can affect him greatly. It is already striking that he disobeys medical advice, but what is even more striking is that he exposes himself completely unnecessarily because he has no need to do this. Or maybe he does, we will see, because he may consider that the image of the institution has been so tarnished that they definitely need someone to take charge. William has also recently decided to distance himself due to Kate Middleton's illness, and I truly believe that a 1-hour religious service was not something to miss in these circumstances, considering the delicate moment the institution is going through. It is not at all usual for them to break protocol, and yet today, of all days, they did it. This already caught my attention, especially because Concha Calleja establishes a timeline for the succession to the throne. Specifically, she talks about 2 years. I will leave you with this part, because it is tremendous. There will probably be a change, but let's see how William is doing, or rather, how the princess is doing. I didn't say who would be the one to make the change. We don't know. The heir is William, logically, the Prince of Wales. That line is already clearly marked, the third in line to the throne. But we are talking about something that is clear today, which is the Prince of Wales. Look, I'm going to ask you a question. Could William prioritize his love over the crown? Of course, he could. He could prioritize his love and maybe his family and his new status. We don't know. That's why I say that the succession law is very clear, that the Prince of Wales is really the first in line. Right now, the Prince of Wales is followed by his 3 children who are young, with 2 years in the case of. It would be impossible. So where is Harry? It's shocking, indeed. There is talk of a change in the succession to the throne, a change that has to do with William, who is neither appearing nor expected. There is already talk of Harry, of him renouncing his institutional commitments and his duty as the future king. If he were to renounce, Harry would be the regent until his son George, William and Kate's son, ascends to the throne if he also wants to hold the throne. I don't know, but the scenario they are painting seems very convoluted and shocking. We are also seeing all the citizens here in Spain and anywhere else, and I think that a lot has failed here. The other day, Simon, a colleague who works at the Times, told me that there have been layoffs because there comes a time when you don't fulfill your duties. I have to ask, But the most important thing is that we, the press, have not done it wrong. From now on, what is certain is that the more information they provide, the better it is for the institution. They must have learned something from the difficult and complicated situation they're going through. That's why I suggest that they have prioritized Carlos's reappearance over his health. Because you said that he is very protected, so as not to catch any infection, etc. They have put rumors before him. It was him, in person, who wanted it. The doctors didn't want it, and he has received others, knowing that the medical team told him not to. He continues in his effort to give an image of family unity, institutional commitment, and little weakness. This can only be due to one thing. His son William has disappeared, and he is neither appearing nor expected. On the other hand, Kate is still sick, and it is expected that her sick leave will be extended even further than what they have told us. In fact, they say that it is very likely that we will not see William or Kate for the rest of the year. And if William does appear, it will be almost obligatory due to his institutional duties, so as not to directly renounce being the heir to the throne. So, what is coming for the British royal family is very significant. Charles looks much thinner. I think he is wearing makeup. But they have paid attention to the details. You know that his perfect suits always fit him perfectly. There is something very significant. When someone at home is sick or getting older, we tend to shrink, and the collar of the shirts and jackets starts to feel loose, giving the impression that we have lost weight and are unwell. They have made him a perfect tailor-made suit with a collar that is perfectly anchored and raised with the tie knot, giving us the feeling that he is not so sick, that he has not deteriorated. He thinks that now he will have much more pressure, because while the world was, or we were worried about where Kate was and what was happening with Princess Kate, we were forgetting that the head of state said he had cancer. We don't know what kind of cancer it is. It hasn't been said. He is receiving treatment, but we don't know what treatment it is. Although we can anticipate that, in addition to that treatment, he is also receiving another alternative treatment. His uncle mentioned it, and we will see it later when we talk about the importance, or the king adding Prince Edward and Princess Anne to the regency. We are constantly seeing images of Edward. They have given him a lot of prominence. Right now, the royal family is weak and needs to regain credibility and work again. They are in a very difficult situation. And as I said, it is a very significant problem for the future. William is undoubtedly at a crossroads. Either he joins his institutional duties and fulfills his role as the future heir to the throne, which he should already be doing, or he rejects and renounces these institutional duties, and his brother, who would be the new regent until his son can become the head of state, has the capabilities to represent the institution. What is happening in the British royal family is truly astonishing. I leave the comments section open, and as always, I will read what you think. Will Harry be the new King of England? Will William renounce his institutional duties? Will King Charles continue to lead, or is this just a sporadic act to give the impression of unity and a united family? I truly believe that this will be very difficult to manage. As always, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next videos.